I hope you've had a wonderful 2015. We at Cupcakes and Cardio have definitely had a great year. Thank you so much for being a part of it with us. To end our videos for 2015, I have a chocolate explosion cake. It is covered with all of the chocolates that you find yourself getting every year at Christmas time. Don't really know what to do with them. Now you do. You're going to throw them on this cake and make this chocolate explosion cake. Let's get started in this tutorial. To make the cake, we're going to start with a baked chocolate cake covered in chocolate buttercream. This is 8-inch round, but you could do any size, any shape that you want to. I also have some chocolate ganache on top to put on top. Now, the recipes for the cake, the buttercream, and the ganache are all in the description box below for you. Now, I have a whole assortment of chocolates that I managed to acquire over Christmas somehow. So what I'm just going to use what I've got, and whatever you guys have, use. If you want to go buy specific things, I'll go over what I have here. I would suggest that if you're going to look for things, get some different colors, like get some white chocolate, get some dark, and get some milk. So here I have some of those seashell chocolates, and some of these, like, I'm not sure what they're called, but they're just like fun little rainbow kind of bit chocolates. Now in this bowl, I have the longer and the tall ones. These ones are little chocolate fingers, some chocolate cookie sticks, some of these like peppermint sticks, those things here, and then these really delicious little round ones here. They're taller and skinny. Now here I have some definite favorite chocolate or Christmas favorites: almond roca, the toffee, or the turtles. So that's a favorite jar there. Now down in front here I have a whole selection of chocolate bars. We're going to use the larger ones in the center, so just get longer ones. Long and skinny is probably easiest to work with. We've also got in front some Ferrero Rochers, all the different kinds. We've got some Hershey's Hugs. We've got some large Lindor balls and some small Lindor balls. And then if you want to make it themed specifically for New Year's, I have 2016 in candles. And you could use any color, any size of candle if you want to put it onto your cake. What I'm going to do first is prep some of my candies that are a little bit smaller. Now, what I'm using is some stainless steel wire, and I'm just using, this is just like the end of my X-Acto knife. I've just taken off the blade, and I'm going to wrap my stainless steel wire around it to give it like that curl to it. So I just go around it like this, ooh, like that, and then pull that off. And then you'll have like a little bit of a curl to your wire. Now what I'm doing for this is I just want these chocolates to be able to poke out a little bit out of the cake. So I kind of want to have different heights, and since these are colored white, they're really going to be fun to have in the cake. So I'm just pressing it into the chocolate there like that, and it will just like stand up, and you can move the wire around and you'll be able to fix it around and move it all over the cake. Now I also have some of these longer sticks, and this is going to give some of my wire pieces even more height. So what you can do is just take the end of your wire piece, everything's rolling around here, and then just insert it into your long cookie one, and then that's going to be even higher, so you don't have to use a whole bunch of wire. You can make use of the actual cookie to give another layer of height. So moving on to the cake now, I'm going to take my ganache and pour some onto the top like this, and then I'm just going to gently coax it over the side, and I'm just going to push it, and I'm using a offset spatula. And I'm just going to have that go over the side. Now, if you think that the ganache is just a little bit too much for the chocolate explosion, you can totally omit it if you want to. But, you know, I like to take things a little bit over the top here. So I'm just going to work around the cake like this, spreading the ganache just gently over the side. And then we're going to start piling the chocolate bars on. So I sorted through my chocolates, and I got the largest ones out first because I'm going to start in the center. I'm just going to take my chocolate bars and just press them into your cake. They should stand up nicely, and if you're worried about it, you can kind of like have them lean upon each other, and then they'll be more likely to stay in place. So I'm just going to work my way from the center, and then when I get my next round of sizes, I will show you what comes next. So as I'm working my way towards the outside, I want it to give that illusion of the explosion. So I'm just starting to tilt the chocolates towards the outside of the cake. So I'm using the long skinny ones now, or the shorter skinny ones, kind of like these little peppermint ones that are always around at Christmas time. And so I'm just going to work my way around the outside of the cake using this motion or this design here. Just working like that. And the fun thing about this cake is that you can do it however you want to do it. If you just want it to be a completely covered cake full of chocolates, you could just dump them all on however you wanted to. It's totally up to you. I'm just kind to give it till it looks like it's exploding, because I would love a chocolate explosion. So I've been building towards the outside, leaning towards the outside. I'm going to put some of these almond roca in here too. Now, I'm not going too close to the edge, as you can see. I want to leave that little gap just to make sure that I don't put so much candy or chocolate that it goes like over the side and crushes the cake, because the side of the cake could fall down, which of course would be devastating. And also remember, when you're going around the outside, to leave a spot for your candles if you're going to put candles on. So I also am just going to insert this into the cake here, because I want to start to build the height as well. So I can just put it right into the cake, and leaning on the chocolates will help, like that. And I'll get it to stand up a little bit better. There we go. He wants to fall over. So I'm just going to twist. You know what? I'll take him out and try a different one. If that doesn't work, try a different one. And also, like I was teaching you before, stick it in one of these cookie sticks, and that will help too. So there, that one can stand up like that. So I'm just going to go around and put in my ones on the wire, and then finish around the outside as well. My next job is to try to use up all the rest of the chocolate that I haven't used yet. So I'm going to take my little mini round Lindor balls here and just place them around the outside, kind of underneath this area. But again, you can put them anywhere that you want to. And then I'm also going to put an extra little layer here of chocolate buttercream, because I'm going to use up the rest of my chocolates in this buttercream as a border around the outside of the cake. So I'm going to just kind of alternate. I want to get some of the white chocolate in there, some of this nice colored stuff. Here we go, one of these delicious coconut balls. So I'm going to go around the whole outside of the cake. I'm going to put the candles in, and then I'm going to reveal the cake to you. So there you go, everybody. I have the candles down in front. Again, that's optional if you want to put them on or not, because you could use this type of cake for any kind of celebration, or just because you love chocolate. It's the perfect cake for a chocolate lover. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining us in 2015. I wish you all the best in 2016. See you guys all again soon in the new year.